Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. Now, board is clear.
Yes, sir.
What was the first question? Yesterday's first question? Mohammed Jassim, yesterday's first question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You just read it.
So, given that A, B, C are distinct positive real numbers.
Okay, okay, I got it. What is your answer?
So I couldn't get the answer, sir.
Ishaq? Anybody else? Junaid? Any answer from your side? I told you whether you get or not, it's immaterial. Okay, so my purpose was please to spend some time. Square. Since roots are real, the first condition given is roots are real. Okay, so we have to impose the condition b greater than equal to 0.
Sir, no, sir. It's another question, sir. First one.
First one is what?
First one is quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c, bx square plus cx plus a, cx square plus ax plus b are positive. Then we have to find the range of a square plus b square plus c square by ab plus bc plus c.
But I think yesterday we have discussed it. Shall I do it again?
No news, sir. No news, sir. Maybe my mistake.
As per my memory, I think Ishaq,
Yes, sir, we did.
Yes,
we
sir.
did now.
Yes, we
Junaid,
did.
Junaid,
Yes,
if
sir.
you want me to discuss again, I will discuss. No, no issue. That is up to you.
Sir, no need, sir. My mistake, sir. From
Okay,
my
no problem. Roots are real. Okay, check it. You expand it, this will be a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. The second term by this, we are left with this. The first term, this. And like there are certain things, like yesterday I told you, whenever positive real numbers are given, at least once you think about applying AM-GM concept, because AM-GM is applicable only for positive real numbers. Now, whenever the length of the sides are given, ABC are sides of a triangle, so definitely there somewhere we have to use sum of two sides is greater than third side, or the other way, difference of two sides is less than third side. Both are same. Triangular inequality. What is that? ABC sides of a triangle, no two of them are equal. No two of them are equal. If no two of them are equal, that condition is not given. It will be greater than equal to. We say that hypothetically, that if all three points are collinear, that is triangle also. Exactly, it is not triangle, but equality we put only if the vertices of all three triangles are collinear. So if it is a triangle, then sum of two sides is strictly greater than third side, or difference of two sides is always less than third side. These are small points. Whenever the length of the sides in terms of given, we have to use one of these two results somewhere. No, since just I am mode of A minus B is less than C. I am writing this only. B minus C whole square is less than A square. C minus A whole square is less than B square. If you add up 2 times of A square plus B square plus C square, here A square plus B square plus C. That's simply left hand side A square plus B square plus C square is less than minus 2AB will go that side, 2 times of AB plus BC plus CA. Let's check it. Adding corresponding sides, sending this left hand side, minus 2AB, minus 2BC, minus 2CA, right side. Okay, we'll get it. So this quantity is strictly less than 2. Board is visible in the down part.
Yes, sir.
Now using 2 in 1. Lambda is less than equal to this, and this is less than 2. Lambda is strictly less than. Here equality also holds because d greater than equal to 0. But here, since no two sides are equal, so this will be strictly. Lambda is less than 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 equals 4 by 3. So lambda is less than 4 by 3. Now by just observing ABC are positive, if lambda is negative, the obviously roots will be real because discriminant will be positive. If you go to negative side for lambda, B square minus 4AC. If lambda is negative, it will be D will be positive. Okay. So therefore, lambda belongs to minus infinity to 4/3. Directly we can see.
Sir, 4/3 closed down.
No. Look at here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
At left side, bottom step, why are you doing that, sir? I didn't understand. A minus b whole square less than c square.
This one.
The condition should be given as a triangle, right? But they didn't give us anything.
Repeat.
If the condition was given a triangle, we can use that, sir. But they didn't give any condition, right?
Triangle is?
They should give the condition that it is ABC are the sides of a triangle, sir. But they didn't give.
I think it is given. Let ABC be the sides of a triangle. No two of them are equal. It is given, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is given. Ishaq, it's given, na? ABC are sides of a
Yes,
triangle.
sir. It is given.
So whenever that is given, so I told you the two things we have to use somewhere. One is sum of two sides is always greater than third side. Any two sides you can take. A plus B is less than, A plus B is greater than C. Like that. Pick up any two sides, sum of two sides is always greater than third side. Or if they have not given that ABC are sides of a triangle, and that second condition is not given, that no two sides are equal, then we have to take equality also. Okay. And second result is what? Difference between two sides is always less than third side. This is a derived form of this. Shall I rub it?
1 minute.
That should be a square plus b square plus c square divided by ab plus bc plus ca greater than 2, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Shall I write it in proper way? Wait. Whatever I have written, I know it is correct, but even though I am writing again. Just only this part I am writing. Okay. Shall I rub it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is clear?
Yes, sir.
If you add a square, 2 times a square will come, 1 time it will be subtracted. What is this? A square plus b square plus c square divided by, sorry, less than, na? What I did? Sending c square this side, 2ab right side. Nothing wrong?
No, sir.
It's clear now? Now adding column wise, adding this part, and sending AB plus BC plus, because it is positive, the inequality will remain same. It's okay now?
Yes, sir.
Whatever I have written, that is correct only, na?
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
What is the next question? Tell me the next question.
Sir, let alpha, beta, gamma are roots of the equation x cube minus 9x
Okay,
square.
okay, I got it. Tell me one thing, any answer from your side? Okay, no problem.
Cube minus 9x square plus 24x plus c.
As usual. Four two. X equal to 2 comma 4. Okay. Now come to the graph of this y equal to fx. To have three real and distinct roots, the graph has to be like this. Okay. The graph of y equal to fx has to be like this to have three real and distinct roots. So for that, the condition we need to impose f of 4 must be negative and f of 2 must be positive. If f of 4 is positive, the graph will be like this. There won't be three real roots. If f2 is negative, graph can be like this. There won't be real roots. There won't be three real roots, only one. Okay. So to have three real and distinct roots, f of 4 has to be negative and f of 2 has to be positive.
Positive.
Okay. My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So from there, we'll get the range of C from those conditions. For two real and distinct roots, sorry, for three real and distinct roots, f of 4 is negative. How much it is? 64, 16 into 9. How much it is?
1 minute, sir.
Students are much better in calculation than teacher. It's universal truth.
So, one doubt, sir. Sir,
This one, f4 negative. What is f4? Just tell me what is the value of f4.
16 plus C.
Correct. 16 plus C is less than 0. Next condition we have to impose f of 2 is positive. Give me the value of f of 2.
Twenty plus C.
Now from here we have C greater than minus 20 and less than minus 16. C belongs to minus 20 to minus 16. Is it correct?
So f of 4 can be positive also, no, sir?
If f of 4 is positive, then the graph will be like this. After turning here, it has to go up. It is the nature. So in this case, how many roots are there?
One.
Only one.
So I mean this intersection of that graph, no, sir, between 2 and 4. So that
But if this is 1 fx, this is 0. The other graph is y equal to 0.
yes, sir.
Other graph is,
Y is equal to 0.
what is y equal to 0?
Axis. X-axis.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Now C belongs to minus 22, minus 16. Now, now we got the range of C. Okay. Let us take this is alpha less than beta, beta, gamma. Now, let us calculate this alpha can be greater than 1, 1 can be here or 1 can be here. Now let's calculate f of 1. We have to find the range of alpha under this condition. Okay, that's why I told you just spend some time. So f of 1 equals, tell me the value of f of 1, 25 minus 9, 16, 16 plus c. And 16 plus c is negative. For these values of c, 16 plus c is negative. It means 1 is somewhere here. We have taken intersection of these two sets.
Yes, sir. Minus 20 to 16.
Minus 20 to 16. If c lies in that interval, only then fx equal to 0 will have 3 real and distinct roots. So under this condition, f of 1 is negative. It means 1 is in the left side of alpha. So, and 2 is here. 2 is greater than alpha, 1 is less than alpha. So alpha lies in between 1 and 2. So integral part of alpha is how much?
1.
1. Okay. So this implies 1 is less than alpha is less than 2. Now 2 is obviously positive. Next is 3 can be here or 3 can be here. Okay. So let us calculate f3. How much? Tell me the value of f3.
18 plus C.
18 plus C. See, if C is slightly greater than minus 20, so it is negative. And if C is slightly less than minus 16, this is positive. This is what? If you pick up some value from this interval, this quantity can be positive as well as
negative.
Negative.
negative. What does it mean? 3 can be here as well as here.
On the other side.
In either case, there will be 3 roots. Okay. So possible values of C, it is greater than 0 or less than 0. For all C belongs to -20 to -16. It's a very good question I am telling you. See, what is the purpose of teaching? Not to solve one question, two questions, seeing a this, that. Just to develop analytical skill, logical skill. So for all x belongs to this quantity can be positive or can be negative. What does it mean? Beta can be in between 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. Okay. This implies 2 is less than beta is less than 3 or 3 is less than beta less than 4. Both are possible. The greatest integer of beta can be 2 or can be 3. Both are possible. Pick up any one. The condition of 3 distinct roots will not be violated. Now the last one is 4 is here. Let us take 5. What is f of 5? Give me the value of f of 5. I am rubbing the upper part. Give me the value of f of 5.
20 plus C.
20 plus C. Correct. And 20 plus C is how much? Positive. 20 plus C is positive. Look at here, because we have taken intersection of this. If C is slightly more than 20, obviously it will be positive. Open interval. C is slightly more than -20. C is slightly more than -20, this side. Means take -19. It will be positive. Okay. So irrespective of any value of C in this interval, this will always be positive. What does it mean? 5 is somewhere after gamma. Okay. 5 is somewhere after gamma. So what does it mean? Gamma lies in between less than 5. Same thing, f of 5 is positive. If it is negative, it should be here. If it is positive, it is here. F of 5 is positive, so gamma is in between that. Now we are in the position to find the answer of the question. What is greatest integer of alpha? How much greatest integer of alpha?
1.
Greatest integer of beta?
So
Either
2 or
2 or 3. We will take both the cases. Both are possible.
Yes.
Greatest integer of beta is either 2 or 3. Now greatest integer of gamma is 4.
Yes.
So 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7, or 4 plus 3 plus 1, 8. So both answers are possible. Therefore, integral part of alpha plus integral part of beta plus integral part of gamma equals 7 or 8. Once you write and just tell me, if you want me to repeat again, I will repeat.
Yes, sir. Complete.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, this topic you are teaching, sir, is there in Cengage?
This topic or this question? What do you
Three
want?
Sir,
questions,
this,
questions.
sir, I
This,
am asking this topic, concept of divergence.
nowhere you will find the way I taught you.
Yes, sir, that is,
I
but
have, I have developed I have developed my way. I have developed by myself. You
okay,
won't
sir.
find it in any book.
Okay,
The
sir.
way I taught you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these questions you are giving from a book.
Yeah, since last 26 years, I am in this field, in Fiji and with top students. So I have collections of questions. Okay, so I don't follow for any book. I have my own way to teach. So don't worry from where I take the question. You just think of how much you are learning.
Okay, sir.
This question is not going to come in JE, but if you understood it properly, based on that, you can do many things. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute.
Sir, you are on mute.
Just I used to teach one that location of roots, one question in 12 bits or 13 bits. It covers many things. By graph only we can solve it. No need of any formula. I asked some of you, I don't remember his name. He told me that they know, you know this thing. If you want me, shall I write the question? Just one location of roots, one question, 13, 12, 12, 13 bits.
Yes.
I'm writing, if you know it is good. Maybe you may know, you may get in different way. Nothing wrong. Even if you are revising, because if I take other questions, I have many, you will feel the tough question or something. So you want anything to repeat me in this question?
So,
Uh,
understood.
okay, thank you. Okay. First you write it. It will cover almost 50%, 60% quadratic equation. One question, I'm telling you. Just you calculate D up to third. It will be over. From fourth onwards, just by using graph, we can do it. No need of any formula, nothing.
Sir,
Just by
for which the equation x square plus 2, after that what you wrote, sir, down there?
this one.
After that, sir, after writing the equation down, you wrote
Here
R.
are first bit
Okay.
real and distinct, second bit real and equal, third bit not real, fourth
This
bit.
part is visible, sir. That part is only somewhat not visible.
Okay, okay, right. Now you write it and calculate D only. After that, think of fourth using graph. No. Shall I rub it?
Sir, your video is off, sir. We did not write anything.
Oh,
From where we have to do this sum, sir? Practice.
whichever book you have, that is enough. All books are good. Thank you. You must be having some books.
Yes, sir. Complete.
Have you written it?
Yes.
Shall I rub it?
Yes, sir.
Just calculate D. D is how much? Tell me what is D?
4 into m plus 1 into m.
M plus 1 into?
M minus 4.
D greater than equal to 0, minus infinity to?
4 into m plus 1, sir. 4 into m plus 1.
This is D. Okay. Till third bit, it is over. D
Yes.
greater than 0, D equal to 0, D less than 0. Now, fourth bit, roots are opposite in sign. Usual method, if you take product of the roots negative, you will get it. But if you do graphically, because remaining all will do by graph only. No need to remember any formula. So we'll define this function fx, x square plus 2 times of n minus 1 into x plus n plus 5. Okay. Obviously, this graph will open in the upward direction. Roots are real. Here, f0 is. If one root is positive, other root is negative. So 0 has to be in between that. So the only condition we need to impose f0 is positive. The only condition we need to impose, fourth bit. Sorry, f0 is negative. We need not to impose any other condition d greater than equal to 0 or something. The reason is, since this graph opens in the upward direction, at some point it's attaining negative value. After attaining negative value, it has to go to infinity. Because limiting value at infinity is infinity. Limiting value at minus infinity is infinity.
Infinity.
So from negative value, it has to go to infinity. So on the way, it has to cut the real axis. So automatically roots will be real. Automatically roots will be
Real.
real. So we need not to impose any other condition. F0 is negative. That's it. And definitely, whatever the values of m we will get, that will be the subset of this. So check it. F0 is positive. F0 is negative. M is less than minus 5. Subset of this. So whenever a quadratic polynomial coefficient of x square is positive and function is attaining some negative value at some point, so no need to impose the condition d greater than equal to 0 for real root, because that will automatically be satisfied. Clear?
Yes.
So what are the possible values of m? Minus infinity to minus 5. Even if you have done this question, listen it, you will get something new. I am sure. Now, what is the fifth one? I am running it.
1 minute, sir.
Sorry. Next bit is roots are equal in magnitude, opposite in sign. Okay. So first, based on the question, you can use alpha beta also in this question. You can get it, but graphically you look at it. Roots are opposite in sign, equal in magnitude. So the turning point minus b by 2a. In all the cases, it is minus b by 2a. X value must be 0. Okay. So if the turning point is 0, x equal to 0, then this distance and this distance will be same. In that case, roots will be equal in magnitude. So what condition we need to impose first? Tell me what condition we need to impose? Minus b by 2a must be
5.
minus b by 2a. अभी बोला ना? Because if it is 0, this graph will be symmetrical about y-axis. Only then the roots will be opposite in sign and equal in magnitude. So where this graph will turn at minus b by 2a?
Yes, sir.
So minus b by 2a should be equal to
0.
0. That's it. The turning point minus b by derivative. If you differentiate ax square plus bx plus c, derivative is 0 at x equal to minus b by 2a.
Yes.
Now, first condition minus b by 2a 0. What is minus b by 2a?
Minus of 2 into m minus 1.
By 2 equal to 0. M equals 1. Now, second condition. We want the graph to be like this. Under this condition, the graph can be this also. If you impose only this condition, the graph of this function can be this also. Here minus b by 2a 0.
Yes, sir.
So to bring down the graph, what should we do?
F of 0 is negative.
That is okay, but in general, whenever the graph is up, to bring it down, we will impose the condition d greater than equal to 0 or d greater than 0.
Yes, sir.
If we impose the condition d greater than 0, automatically the graph will come down because it should have real roots.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We already have calculated this quantity. So it's better to apply d greater than equal to 0.
Greater than.
M belongs to minus infinity to minus 1.
Minus
Here
union.
distinct, even if you take, because see the question is roots are opposite in sign and equal in magnitude, it means root has to be distinct. Only then this condition will be satisfied. Isn't it? Union 4 to infinity. Now what is the intersection of these two sets? M has to satisfy both the conditions.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
is the intersection? Here only singleton. Here what is the set? Only one value, one number. That number is in this set or not?
No, sir.
So
No.
what is the intersection of this set and this set?
The null set.
Null set. Okay. So intersection is null set. Therefore, M belongs to 5. There is no value of M for which the roots will be equal in magnitude and opposite in sign.
Yes, sir.
See, I'm telling you, no need of any formula, nothing. Next bit. Shall I rub it?
Yes, sir.
What is the next one? Tell me the next question. 4th, 5th, 6th bit. What is 6th bit?
Both roots are positive.
Both roots are positive. So first plot the graph and then start imposing condition. We want the graph of this function to be like this. This is one root, this is the other root. Both roots are
Positive.
positive. Okay. So first condition, what we need to impose?
F of 0 is positive.
F of 0 is positive. Now, F0 positive can be in many cases, like that also, like that also. So we have to bring the graph down.
Discriminant greater than 0.
Discriminant greater than 0. Both the roots are positive, it can be equal also.
Yes, sir. Equal and negative.
P greater than equal to 0. Now, under these two conditions, the graph of this function, just imposing condition and think of what are the possibilities under these conditions. This graph is also possible under these two conditions.
Minus b by 2a is positive.
Minus b by 2a is positive. Correct. That's it. Now, under these three conditions, there is no other possibility except this. Okay. So one I will tell you, if 0 is positive means m greater than minus 5. And this anyway we already have. Union 4 to infinity. Minus b by 2a is positive.
M is greater than 1.
M is greater than
Sir,
minus 1.
less than. Sir. Less than minus.
कैलकुलेट ही कर लेते हैं. Minus m plus 1 is greater than 0. Minus m greater than minus 1. M is less than 1. ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. सही.
M is less than 1. This one we calculated. Now we have to take intersection. Whenever we want intersection, just draw the real line.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you will get confused. Write the critical point. Minus 5,
5.
minus 5, minus 1, 1,
4.
4. What is this set? M greater than minus 5.
Minus 5 to infinity.
Minus 5 to infinity. M less than 1. Open. This circle means open.
1 to minus infinity. Minus infinity to
Minus
1.
infinity to 1. D greater than equal to 0. Minus infinity to minus 1. The third one is one set. Here it is closed, so don't put circle.
Yes, sir.
4 to infinity. Whenever it is closed, don't put circle. If it is open, now this is one set. Down part is one set. What is the region covered by all three sets?
-5 to -1.
-5 to -1. Sixth bit. Okay. -5 to -1. Where is open? Where is closed?
At 1 it is closed.
There is no one. Tell me, where is open? Where is closed? Here, -5 is not included.
Yes, sir.
-1 is included
Yes, sir.
everywhere. -1 is included everywhere. Okay. So what is the solution? Open -5 to closed -1. Therefore, M belongs to -5 open to -1 closed. Okay, the remainings we'll discuss. After that, 1, 2 things are left, small things. We'll move to other topic. Junaid,
Yes, sir.
complex number is over or not?
What, sir?
Complex number you already have done or not?
We haven't done, sir.
You haven't done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. We'll discuss with Jeet sir, then we will start the next topic. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Shall I disconnect?
Yes, sir.